Read aloud. First contact. Disease. Epidemic. An epidemic is an infectious disease that spreads throughout a community in a particular time. Smallpox is very contagious disease that is easily spread from person to person. The symptoms of smallpox were high fever, skin rash, headache, backache, vomiting, and diarrhea. Epidemics are no longer as serious an issue because of proper hygiene practices. First contact, transmission of diseases. When European explorers came to North America, they traveled in ships that had unhealthy living conditions. The lack of hygiene on these ships led to sailors developing contagious diseases such as smallpox, measles, typhus, and influenza. When they landed in North America, the sick passengers would spread their diseases to people they contacted. Since smallpox, measles, typhus, and influenza did not exist in North America before Europeans came, the First Nations had never been exposed to them. This meant they had no antibodies that could fight off the diseases. This led to one of the largest epidemics in history. Historians estimate that these diseases killed off up to 93% of all Aboriginals. Smallpox was the most devastating disease. Disease warfare. Some Europeans even used smallpox as a weapon. There are stories of Europeans getting used blankets from a hospital treating smallpox and giving these blankets to the First Nations as gifts. William Trent, who was a European trader, wrote of a meeting with two First Nations, quote, "We gave them 2 blankets and a handkerchief out of the smallpox hospital. I hope it will have the desired effect." End quote. They wanted to kill off the First Nations so they could have the land to themselves. Circle the correct answer. We will read these later when it is time for us to respond. There will be some choices for how to respond. There are questions, and there are fill in the blanks. You will have more instructions when it is time to respond to these. Just underneath this tab, you will find those instructions.